Hello, Jim Howard here in Fort Worth, Texas. Today's date, it's November 2nd of 2022. In a couple hours, it will be November 3rd. Just wanted to give you a little heads up here. I've got this ordered, a lapel pin microphone. It'll be here tomorrow, which is a few hours away. I don't remember having one of these before, but I'm sure I probably did because I reviewed hundreds of items that were sent to me to be reviewed by companies. So I probably got one or more of these to review. I don't remember reviewing them. I had, I don't know, over 1,000 items reviewed on Amazon, and then they took them all down. And I lost them. I wish they had informed me that they were upset with me. I wish they had informed me that they were going to remove them. I wish they had given me the opportunity to, download them. But no. So, anyway, of course, the way I am, and I think a lot of you probably are too, I mean, especially for the viewers for this site, I like high-tech stuff. I always have. And I want to go with the techie type stuff. I mean, I can't afford a lot of expensive stuff, but this is too inexpensive, and it just doesn't have any of the high tech things that you see with other microphones and all that type of stuff. So I've shied away from it, and but let me see here. I think it's time to try low tech. I'll be kind of disappointed if it if it works. I like getting the high tech stuff, playing around with it, but I've been really frustrated with the audio recently. So maybe I'm a low tech person. So it'll be here tomorrow in a few hours. It'll be here, and I'll give that a try. As you know, I'm using the Sound Blaster sound card, the X4, and we'll see how that goes. So we'll see how this works out. Like I said, honestly, I do want it to work out. This, Then of course I'm sure I would go to the wireless one. But hoping it works out okay. So what else is going on? I have to keep, and it doesn't work very well. I have to try to keep myself from changing things, especially when I get something's working. I should just positively leave it alone But then I keep thinking, well, I wonder if I did this, I wonder if I did that. So the other little change that I made was, because there's a whole bunch of things I haven't got around to doing yet. And if you remember, a, a guy made for me my intro that you just saw. And that was working fine. A few of you said it was too long. I think it's, is it 50 seconds or 30 seconds or something. Some of you said it was too long, but so then with the video editor I was using, that was the video editor, okay. Then, I'd been using it for, I don't know, a year or two or something. And then I got copyright strikes because of the music. All of a sudden, so all of my videos that had that lead in, were flagged. It really didn't matter. I mean, but they were flagged, But, so then see what was the next thing I tried. Can't remember. I tried so many things. When I was doing my bulletin board system, before there was a YouTube or a Amazon or any of those, but I kept like a log book. And as I made changes to my bulletin board system, I would, write down what I did. And then for some reason, when I went, to, online, or I was online before, all these companies, 24/7, I guess I stopped writing it all down. And so then what has happened over the years is I can't remember that I tried something, or that I did this, or how did I do that, or when did things change, how long did things work okay, what made them, I didn't keep the correct records or whatever. But with this intro thing, I think I blame it when my audio and my video got out of sync. And so, because I was using a video editor, but the only reason really using the video editor was, to drag in the intro thing, because I really haven't made that many changes in other things. And so then I was thinking, okay, that's the reason. So then what I did for a few videos here is I just started my video, and then I would say, hey, and then I'd play the the intro, and it would be on the screen, and to get the audio and whatever. So there's so much, like right now I go through these programs that I purchase, and so then I realize, and I don't take time to go into, I want things just to work. I just want to be able to run. This is computers and you shouldn't have to do all this crap that you have to do to make successful, great videos and that kind of stuff. It ought to do it, Like the president said, or a former president said, that he could declassify items just by thinking about them. That's the way. That's the way this computer stuff should work. You shouldn't have to. It should be. It should just. Now you wouldn't even have to think about it. It ought to just know this is what they want and do it. But so I don't spend a lot of time going into the depths of like software that I buy. But Manicam, I finally realized one of the things, and I'm sure OBS does it also, is I didn't have to run a video editor and then, pull in the intro. And then when I would do that, I think it was throwing off when it was processing it or something. The synchronization. But then I realized that because there's a whole bunch of options I haven't even looked at with these, programs. I realized all I had to do was just set up. Let me drag it over here, maybe, and show it to you. Here's, my camera program, and I have different things set up here, like this is screen 1. This is the camera. Right now I'm just using one camera. This is, screen, it's still screen 1, but with the little video up here in the corner. But then I just set up an hour or so ago this setting that I can go to. And that starts that video. So now I don't have to run it through the video editor. I don't have to drag it down as a put it in. I don't have to run the program or whatever that gets everything all So there's a ton of other things like that I can do. It seems to me that like the last video or two that I've made, and I'm using the Cam 513 camera. It doesn't seem as sharp as it did, and I don't know why that is. And what did I think I just changed something to test it. And I think this is the first video that I'm running since making the change. What change did I make? Maybe it was OBS that I tried, and I didn't upload it. Maybe that's it. Maybe I made a video with OBS to see if the video was back to what it used to be. I guess we'll find out here in a minute. Although looking at the screen, it still does not look as sharp. So I guess we'll find out. We're going to find out from this video. What in the heck did I just change, a few hours ago? It's almost 11 p.m. here, so I'm retired. I'm 81 years of age, and I don't have a regular schedule. And when I wake up, I lay down and take a little nap. When I wake up, I don't know whether it's daytime or nighttime. I have no idea what the time is. So I'm having a lot of aches and pains, a lot more, they're coming more often. And now this shoulder here, I can feel the grinding and the popping in and sort of popping in and out. not as bad as it was earlier today. Now I can't make it pop in and out. But I do have the try not to. Well, most of the viewers to my site are, well, YouTube doesn't count or show on my category thing. They don't count people under 18, but 95.5% of the viewers of this system of Howard's Notebook are 95% are between 18 and 40, I think it is, or is it 30? Can't remember. So take advice from an old man. Exercise, eat properly, do all the things that you should do. I did really well until I got to about 65 years of age, and then then the things hit. And until that time, when I would go to a doctor or something, or if I never had to go to the hospital. Well, I had chest pain one time. Turned out it wasn't anything. They did send me to, by ambulance to, but there wasn't really anything wrong. But take care of it. I thought that the work that I did, that I got enough exercise. Well, until I was having chest pain, and then my doctor had the hospital do a I didn't go. I just went in for for the treadmill test. That's where they hook you up like on an exercise machine, and it's and then they started, you're running on the treadmill. Then the doctor, the cardiologist, has to be there for the. Then it cranks up slowly, and I think they increase the speed too. And then right away, I was in distress. I was, and the cardiologist stopped it, and I was getting ready to say stop, but he stopped it before I had to say it, and he said, this is a sign that you're not, that you haven't been exercising, that you're not in good, whatever. So yeah, that was quite a few years after that, things started hitting in with me. But yeah, really, you young whippersnappers, take care of yourself. I really, I thought that I was okay, because I, an awful lot of years I worked 2 jobs. And when I was working like hospital security, I was, thought I was getting exercise. It wasn't, well, dependent on the hospital and stuff like that, but, yeah, some of it was in, a vehicle, patrolling. And then sometimes it was walking, through the hospital, different things. I thought that I got enough, but I didn't. And then of course, on my part, total stupidity. There for the last few years when I was having my, physical exam, and each time the blood work would come back and it'd be almost into the diabetic thing. Right, right below it. A few more points and I would, and several years went by. Every time I had the blood work, I was almost diabetic. And then finally I went in and I had my blood work done, and then the doctor came in and they said, "Okay, you're diabetic now." And so I mean, I should have been able to. I had years. I should have done what was necessary, changed my diet, or done whatever was necessary. So come on, you guys. I know you feel like you're indestructible and all that kind of stuff, but because I thought that when I got to be 65 or whatever, I thought I would, retire from the full-time job. And I thought what I'd probably do is work security on a Saturday and Sunday, 12-hour shifts or something. And then the rest of the time I'd have off or something. And I just thought that, no, I can't do that. Of course, I'm 81 now, but I wouldn't be able to do that for quite a few years. I couldn't work, even working like security, say, sitting in a lobby someplace and letting people in, into the place on the night shift or something. I wouldn't even be able to do that now because I would be sitting, at the desk and might be sitting there for an hour or something, maybe 2 hours, and then finally somebody would come to the door who needed to get in, an employee or something. And then right away I would be hit, they'd maybe come to the door and I'd see them coming or whatever. And right away I would get the urge that I needed to immediately, go to the bathroom and urinate. And I couldn't have said, wait a minute, it'd be a matter of, so that, because otherwise I'd have been doing pretty good with my Social Security and with my little tiny hospital retirement. If I was able to be working, a 12-hour shift, say, on a Saturday and a Sunday, and at night, I'd be doing okay. I mean, I wouldn't be a retired stockbroker or a banker or something or other, but that's sort of the way I thought things were going to go, but it didn't turn out that way. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.